Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ruby, and in this video, from the title you already know that we're going to make some Rakhis. I know I'm a little late in publishing this video, but these are so easy to make that I'm pretty sure that you guys can make it even in a very small amount of time. So without any further delay, let's begin. So we are going to make 3 Rakhis, and for making these Rakhis, I'm using embroidery threads as my main thread. So I have these threads lying around at home. You can actually use any thread that you have at home. You can use a very small of macrame cord as well. So I'm using these because I have these at home, and I'm also using some pearls. I'm not sure if I'm going to use it or not, but I have it, so I'm just keeping it handy. So these embroidery threads are a little thin in nature, so instead of using like one single strand, I'm gonna make it 4 times so that it gets a little thick in nature, and when you're making some design it looks prominent. So that's what I'm doing right now. I've taken a rough estimate of 25 to 30 centimeter for each strand, and of course it is 4 times. And for color palette, you can see I've taken a light pink and a dark pink just to create a gradient kind of effect. So right now what I'm doing is I'm just laying all my threads in one sequence just to understand what kind of color gradient I want to go for. So I have this one light pink and dark pink. So right now what I'm doing is I'm just collecting them together, and I will just knot it from one side, and that knot will act as a point for the beginning of the design. So I'm just roughly estimating how much thread I want to leave at the end for tying. Generally you have that loose end right at the end, both ends, to tie it. So I'm just roughly estimating how much I want to leave, and then I'll tie a normal knot. I'm just tying a normal knot here just so that that knot will serve as the starting point of the design. So that's what I'm doing right now. So once my knot is done, I'm again going to segregate all my strands here because I want to stick to that gradient part. So I'm going to segregate light pink and dark pink. So once that is done, if you have a board to pin up from the knot, it's well and good, but I did not have a board, so I'm just using a heavy object to hold the thread together. So I've just put the knot under a heavy object so that it doesn't move much, and I'm doing my most favorite square knot over here. So if you have watched any of my macrame videos, you would know how to make a square knot. It is very easy. I've taught in a lot of my previous videos. I will link it up there. I'm not gonna really explain how to make a square knot, but you can watch any of my previous videos to know how to make a square knot. So what I'm doing right now here is just making square knots one after the other from both the directions.
Say it what you want, say it what you need. Oh, you make all the noise, baby, baby, but then you don't speak. Something hit me last night. Yeah, I was on my usual drive, and suddenly I realized I've been driving down the same streets all my life, looking out the window as a child, but now I'm in the driver's seat. An old friend sent me to speak, and the only thing I know to say is that the days change but the roots stay the same, and all you really have is one shot to find your voice, make a name, use your pain, ignite a flame. Take hold of your life and fight for change. Don't you dare let your light go to waste, cause it really is true what they say.
So once I reach a desired length, I just wanted to make it a little interesting. So I'm just inserting 2 small pearls that I had and I had showed in the beginning of the video. So those 2 pearls will act as a center of the design. So that's what I'm doing right here. And after putting those pearls, I'm again going to continue with my square knot. So basically a section of square knot and then 2 pearls, and then again I will continue with the square knots.
You make it when it's real, you can't fake it. Breathing deep, let your soul feel the right path, then you just take it. Imagine finally free, be what you're meant to be, and Opportunity takes your hand, says you're coming with me. Oh, how lucky I am to know both the mountains and the city streets. Been up and down 95 a couple too many times. These roads know they never sleep. And the only thing I know to say is that the days change but the routes stay the same. And all you really have is one shot to find your voice, make a name, use your pain, ignite a flame. Take a hold of your...
So once both the sides are done, it is going to look something like this. So if you notice, I have opened the knot that I had made earlier, and I have continued making square knots on that side also. So I have quite a long Rakhi right now, which has open ends as of now. So to close the ends, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a wrap knot on both the ends, and that wrap knot will act as a end, will actually mark as an end to the Rakhi. So I'm just making a wrap knot on both the ends.
Go to waste, cause it really is true what they say, and it's like a nick it all fade away. Just on my usual track. Yeah, that's all I know. It's how I've learned to survive. How lucky I am to know both the mountains and the city streets. Been up and down 95 a couple too many times. These roads know they never sleep. And the only thing I know to say is that the days change but the routes stay the same. And all you really have is one shot to find your voice, make a name, use your pain, ignite a flame. Take a hold of your life and fight for change. Don't you dare let your light go to waste, cause it really is true what they say, and it's like a nick it all fade away. So say what you want, and say what you need. Oh, you make all the noise, baby, baby, but then you don't speak.
And this completes my first Rakhi.
Singing for the holiday, the happy holiday. Singing for the holiday. Singing for the holiday, the happy holiday. Have a happy holiday. Singing for the sinners and the hard luck winners. Long.
So for the second Rakhi, again we have gone ahead and taken two different colors. I think on screen it's not really visible that these are two different colors, but these actually are two different colors. One is orange and one is red. So again I've taken 4 strands, roughly 25-30 centimeter each, and then I'm making again a square knot, but this time I'm making a twisted square knot, which is basically square knot but only in one direction. So if you keep making a square knot in one direction, it gets twisted. So that's what I'm doing here. So I will make a twisted square knot, and I want at least 2-3 twists. So the moment I have 2-3 twists, I'm gonna stop and make a wrap knot at the end. So what it's gonna look like is a continuation of square knot twist and then a wrap knot to mark its end. So that's what I'm doing right now. So once my one wrap knot is complete, I will again start making the same twisted square knots. So now here I've used a pink thread to make the wrap knot. You can use any thread to make it. I had this extra thread from my previous Rakhi that I made, so I'm just making use of it. So I'm again repeating what I did earlier. I'm going to create a same section of twisted square knots as I did earlier, and I will make sure that the length of this section is also same as the first section. So I'm going to repeat the same, and I will then again create a wrap knot to mark the end of the second section, and then again I will make one more section. So in total I'll have 3 sections which are segregated with wrap knots, which I've made with pink color thread. So to finish it, I will just again make wrap knots at both the ends to make sure that it doesn't loosen, and this completes my second Rakhi. So the third Rakhi is going to be fairly simple. Again, I'm using different color over here. I'm using light green, dark green. Not sure if this is the safest choice for the color, but I just wanted to create something with a different color. So if you have understood how I made the first two, this is going to be a cakewalk. I'm not gonna explain much. It is just 4 strands of green colors, light green and dark green, and I'm just making square knots from both the sides just to create a simple band. There's no pearl here, there's nothing fancy and nothing jazzy over here, just a plain square, just a plain band of square knots, and both the sides I'm securing it with a wrap knot just so that it doesn't loosen up. And yeah, this finishes the third Rakhi. So these are the 3 Rakhis that we made, and these are super easy to make, super quick to make. So if you have any thread lying around in the house, you can just quickly make these Rakhis at home without even stepping outside.
Career boozers singing for the ones that got away. Singing like I'm praying for an act of God, a revelation. Singing for my savior, my slayer. Singing for humanity and the animal kingdom. And the animal kingdom.
So that was it for this video. I hope you liked this video, and if you did, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel and share it with somebody who's yet to buy a Rakhi, or somebody who would be interested in such a video. I'll see you soon in another video. Till then, bye.